You made a Portal reference,
Yes.
and I was making a very obscure reference.
I see.
I was quoting a group that, and they're in the entire meme of that group at some point because they said magnets how they work, and that was a joke to everyone else.
Yeah. But yeah, you guys want? We could just start.
I'm down. I can start right now.
Sure.
I'm good to go.
Alrighty then. So I am recording this because Al told me to. Yeah, all
Hi, Mom.
your voices are going to be on the internet, and you're going to like it.
Oh no. I mean, my voice is already on the internet anyways, provided whenever I'll upload Sunday session.
Yeah, that's true.
True.
Yeah. Anyway, since I don't have a are you guys okay with what's it, theater of the mind for a bit? I don't need to have a map or anything always on Roll20. Is that fine?
That's fine.
That's how it be. How the original D&D is supposed to be played.
That is true.
Facts.
All right. Okay, let's start now. So, characters are going about their normal business with their backstories and everything. Art's not here. The other characters are not here as well. But whenever you guys go to bed one night, after like a hard day's work of wandering, doing your own thing, Maddie's character just grieving, whenever you go to sleep that night, you start to have a dream like right away when you fall asleep. It's a visage of a place out in the forest, deep in the forest, with like several columns that seem to go nowhere, vines growing around them, and a single silver altar in the middle of those columns. All of a sudden, that altar alights in multicolored flames. They just start dancing, almost like they're alive in some way. Then, as quickly as the flames start, they snuff out, and then it just gets dark, like dark as night. The stars are out. You hear crickets, and then from behind the altar, you see a shadowy figure start to rise and form into a lifelike visage, and then pounces right on you with soulless eyes and open maw with no teeth, tongue, or anything. And then you all wake up. You feel a certain compulsion to go to a town named Shadowshire. It's all relatively near where you guys are at, so you can get there quickly. And as you guys were waking up, you just... Well, never mind. Shut up. So, do you guys just go to this place called Shadowshire, or what?
Should we go one at a time?
Huh?
Should we go one at a time, describing what we do?
Yes.
Who goes first?
Thank you for volunteering, Daniel.
I see I have volunteered myself again.
Seems
Very
to
well.
be the trend.
So, go ahead and wake up seeing these fishes. It's still the dark of night after we have seen this dream.
Well, as you guys wake up from that dream, it's like early morning, the sun is rising above the horizon.
Alright, I simply wipe the sweat off my brow and exclaim that, that was different than what I'm used to. Then stand up, get all my stuff ready, and head out to... Where am I going to this time? Oh, I know. It's a little village called Shadowshire nearby. I'll go there. And that's what I do.
All right. And before anyone else starts, Daniel, can you say your character's name and what they are for the recording?
Sure. So I am Vlad Kareth Fulheim. I am a 2 levels into Shadow Sorcerer, and I have and I have 3 more into Great Old One Warlock. Did you say that you would like me to describe what my character looks like, or just?
Just give it a little description.
Wearing all black and white, but for the most part black. Fair-skinned human with black hair, black eyes as well. A lot of the black keeps coming around with just a kind of a leitmotif of this whole thing, and just looks a very fair complexion, almost like he's never been much of a laborer in his life. Things come easy for him, perhaps made of money.
Okay. Who's next?
I can go next.
Well, there you go.
Gosh, this is so nerve-wracking. I'm sorry, it's been a while.
It's fine.
So, do you want me to describe what I do first, or my character first?
Your character first, if you would, please.
Okay, I am Eris Faraday, Tempest Cleric Air Genasi. I'm fairly average in terms of height and build. What's the word? The thing that stands out most about Eris are her clouded lavender eyes. She has fair length, light blue hair that's barely lighter than her skin.
Nice.
And she wakes up in the middle of the woods on a bed cot, next to a extinguished campfire. She's been traveling for a while, and so she's been traveling in search of any kind of aid to help her in her journey. And getting this dream is, while still frightening, it fills her with hope. Hope that this might be the help that she's looking for. And so she immediately gathers her things and takes off towards Shadowshire with haste.
Very nice. Now, I know what you're going to say, Fox. I know how that's going to work out. So, Nanda, you go next.
All right. I'm going to be... My character's Kale. He's a wood elf monk. So Kale's going to get up. And just by the fact that he's been wandering basically for the past forever and a half, for the first time in what feels like forever, he's got almost a sense of purpose in his stride.
Mm-hmm.
So he's gonna pack up his stuff and leave for Shadowshire as quickly as possible.
Okay, it's straightforward and to the point. Like it. So, actually, yeah. So you three, minus Fox over here, you all head over to Shadowshire within your own relative pace with, what's his name? Eris picking up pace more quickly than the other two because, of course, she has a sense of hope that this is her calling at the moment. So after like a few hours of walking with Eris at a quickened pace, Eris is the one who arrives first at the town. And let me just quickly do this. And now, Eris, you should have a map of Shadowshire in your little inventory thing.
Indeed, I do.
Yep. So that is the outline of what the town looks like. It has a nice river going through the like sort of upper part of town, providing fresh water to the inhabitants. And the road off to the right, with the little edge going down, that's above the compass. That's where you're heading in right now.
So heading in on that road towards, like in the direction of the 6th landmark on there?
Yes.
Alright.
And as you approach to what's on the map is called Ash Tower, your character doesn't know this, but you know this as a player. It is a like ash-colored watchtower on the outside of the gated area of Shadowshire. It's tall enough to clear the walls and then some to provide some people with a watchful eye of any threats that are going to come in, or any caravans, monsters, stuff like that. And there's a few guardsmen guarding the entrance to the place. So as you walk up, you see the guards that are guarding there. They're in nice iron armor with some spears at the ready. Nice little flat iron helmets. They're just standard guards. What do you do?
And you said they're just in front of the tower or in front of an entrance?
They're in front of the gated entrance. You can see that there is 2 guards up on the tall tower. They're just looking around the area. They're not paying much attention to you.
I'm gonna walk slowly towards the entrance, but I'm not gonna enter. I'm just gonna wait for them to notice me, you know, just in case they need like papers or something.
Yeah, sure. Whenever you get close to the guards, you see that one is just a regular old human with some tannish skin, some what looked to be like tan marks of goggles on his eyes, but they're faint enough to where they're not noticeable from afar. Now you get closer, you can see them. And to his other side, you see his partner, which is it seems to be an elven man who is about a few inches taller than him. The human's like 5'6", while the elf is like 6 foot straight. He has nice little pointy ears coming out from the sides of his helmet, as if it was custom made. They see you approaching and normally cross their spears in front of you, saying, "What business do you have here?"
Just passing through.
The human guard just eyes you a little bit. It's like, "You're not from around here, are you?"
Nope.
I may need to see your papers real fast. Make sure you're not suspicious.
Sure.
So what kind of identification do you have on you?
Well, you know, since I've been traveling quite a bit, I have, you know, a paper, you know, probably just name, last name, birthday, you know, like for age, and probably something stating my affiliation with the sorry, I'm blanking out on the name. It was Grotuna.
Yeah, Grotuna. So it's basically like your little ID card, but it's a slip of paper with your name, what your class is basically, who you're affiliated with as a cleric, stuff like that.
Yeah, and probably like either a stamp or a signature for some kind of some kind of higher up.
Yeah, it's mostly
Yeah.
from the like clergy you originally started in.
Yeah, just like a signature that's like, hey, this is official.
Yeah. So you hand the paper to the guard. You see that the like signature of on the paper is like accompanied with the symbol of Girl Tuna, which is like basically a storm cloud with lightning bolts with a little hammer going through both of them. So you hand the paper to the guard. It's like, like holds the paper closer to his face, like, like he's trying to find some reason to like doubt you or anything, doubt the authenticity. What do you make of this, man? And he hands it over to his elven partner, and he takes it and eyes it like, it's legit. You're just being paranoid. And he hands the paper back to you and just hits his partner in the side. It's like, don't do that. It's like, fine. You're free to come in, and they let you aside.
Thank you. I'm gonna head on in.
All right, get back to you in a second. Daniel, how are you? Daniel, you're the second one that comes in. How are you coming in?
I suspect through the same way.
Yeah, in through the front entrance by 6.
Yeah, except I don't have the map right now.
Oh, yeah, I'll give you the map. Do. There you go.
Awesome.
So
Yeah, you said by 6.
Yes.
Okay.
You see the tall ashen colored tower with a few guards going around there, looking around. Also with a few like barracks, quote unquote. They're just like little tents on the outside.
Does there seem to be a lot of people around here?
No, it just seems to be guards, and by the time you come up, there's like a few like people who are just going through the gate. So it's not a road that's very traveled much, but it still has some traffic.
Okay, and what about in front of me right now? Anybody in my way, or is it simply the 2 guards that you mentioned before, 2 arrows?
It is just the 2 guards, but it looks like by the time you get there, the human one is getting off his shift and is being replaced by a dragonborn, a bronze dragonborn specifically.
All right. Do I see the name Shadowshire anyway?
Yeah, it's like a little sign near the front gate, like crudely made with letters big enough to where you can see.
Awesome. I approach to the front towards the guards. I'm going to simply assume that they see me and just walk by them.
Yeah, like as you're about to like go into the city, they immediately cross their spears. It's like, what are you doing? We need to see your identification before we can let you in.
Oh, I apologize. I wasn't expecting this rude behavior, but it's okay. I can let it pass. You don't know who I am, of course. Here you go. Get out a scroll of pedigree that describes my full family lineage, the Fulheim family.
All right, so you hand the scroll over to which one, Dragonborn or Elf?
Let's see, which one's to my right?
That would be the Dragonborn.
I'll hand it to him.
Okay, so he takes it, opens it up a bit. You see, he just keeps going. Like he has to have his arms fully extended to look at it, because it's quite an extensive family tree.
Yeah.
And then he quickly rolls it back up. It's like, oh, I am very sorry.
Well, like I said, I didn't expect much. Since you, like I said, don't know who I am. I don't think I'm known throughout these lands. It's no issue. Tell me, what is your name, sir?
Oh shit, I wasn't prepared for this.
Oh,
One problem.
You just gotta have a table of names.
Good thing I have Xander's
Yes.
Guide to Everything on me.
Heck yeah.
Yeah, good thing. Unlike me, who has to come up with one on the spot. My desk guy exists in my universe.
Okay, his name is Kriv Baharush.
Griff Baharush.
Yes.
An excellent name for a dragonborn.
Oh, and thank you.
Oh, thank you. Thank you, Griff Baharush. I hope you have a good day.
He bows a little bit, is like, yes, yes. And then you walk in.
Awesome.
All right, Nanda.
So I don't have a. Do I have a map? I do not have a map.
I'm getting to you right now. There you go. You see it?
Yeah.
All right. So you're coming up to entrance number 6. It's the same thing as I described before, but you're coming in at a little later because by the time you get there, it's just afternoon, while the other two were early morning and then mid morning. So the sun is very up high in the sky. It's getting kind of hot and musty, but it's bearable.
Right. Kale's actually not gonna, because this gate's guarded, right?
Yeah.
Kale's probably not gonna want to enter from here. Let's see. Is there another entrance he could take? Something nearby? Maybe scale the walls?
Roll me a perception check for any hidden areas you can go in, hidden roads or missing stones in the wall.
Ooh.
Ooh, nice. Okay, so you see, just looking around, glancing around before you get up to the guards, you see that there is another road, way over by where number 1 is, that road entrance. It's kind of a ways away, so if you go off the road right this second, you might get noticed. As for scaling the wall or anything, the walls look relatively smooth on the outside with a few jagged points here and there because it's a stone wall.
Yeah, Kale's gonna try and not go in through this gate.
So he does-
He's gonna try and go in through the number 1, that gate.
All right, so are you gonna just go off the road and go through that major grass area to number 1?
Yep.
Are you gonna sneak or anything, or are you just doing it?
Oh yeah, I'm definitely gonna sneak.
All right, roll me a stealth.
I'll take it.
Above average.
A
2 times in a row, you just need the 3 and you get a turkey.
Yep. And I'm gonna roll for that guard. Oh, good old perception.
Ooh.
Yeah, he the guards or the Dragonborn guard who's just gone on a shift really, just as he was about to meet your eyes off in the distance, you just dart off past his point of view. He's like, just goes back to patrolling. So you managed to get away from there. You gonna go over to the number 1?
Yep.
All right. You see as you get around there that this area is much less traveled or like it's traveled to a point where it looks abandoned because you don't see any like guard posting or guards there. Like one, but he's asleep, having an afternoon nap. Like where that gate is like kind of worn down with the age. Some of the wooden, some of the like stone is tearing away a bit. There's not really much repair there. It's just how it is. You still gonna go over there?
Yeah.
All right. So you managed to just walk on through to through that gate to the number one area.
Great.
Okay. Now, Fox, how do you want to come in?
Well, I don't suppose a portal could just show up in the middle of town, or could it?
It could, but it's like very rare.
This could be a rare moment then.
Yeah. Let me roll something real quick.
Alrighty.
I got the dice to do it. It's right next to me. Uh-huh. So yeah, through your predicament you told me about before, you were just running and running, trying to escape from whatever is chasing behind you. You don't even dare look back as you just hear like thundering footsteps closing in on you. And then all of a sudden, a portal opens up. For a second, you see where it's going, and then you just fall through and hit the side of a house.
Oh, shit. Fall backwards immediately, just on the ground. Sit up, just like look around, like, where am I? Who put that wall on my face?
Okay, where you're at now, on the map that I just let you see now, you are around the... You just appeared on the other side of the wall on 6 and hit the closest house to like the guard outpost there at the little square.
Ah. Okay. So I'm in a town.
Okay,
I don't think I know this town.
Yeah, since you're now there, I can tell everyone what this town is like. All right. So, where is it? Ah, yes. Immediately, whenever you come into the town, your nose is hit with the smell of a flowery bouquet of like different flowers with a hint of strawberries on the back of your tongue. There's like a scent of fresh bread wafting in and out as you walk in. The townspeople are looking happy, just walking around, having a good time with some children coming to and fro, playing with a leather-bound ball. You see that there's a healthy mix of just like humanoid races, so like humans, gnomes, halflings, dwarves, elves, dragonborns, people like that. There's not like really any minority here. It's like a healthy mix. And you also see that there's plenty of flowers everywhere. There's for every house there's like one or two flower boxes with some nice like daisies or roses or petunias growing in there. So it looks generally colorful and nice as the town itself. And you see way off in the distance, closer towards the center, where like that little dot is, you see a huge guild hall made out of stone just made out of stone. Like it was just a huge chunk of rock that was carved into a building. And for those who have been traveling around for a while, so Eris or Vold, you would know more Eris than anyone ever because this is the Boulder Mantles Guild that's just standing up in the middle of town. It's like a big beacon. And you also see as you guys like get closer into the city, there's just a whole bunch of like tradesmen, merchants, and like little bitty stalls, like shouting out their wares of what they have. So like people are shouting out like, "Buy my armor, buy my weapons, buy some fresh bread, buy these wacky keychains," here and there.
What kind of wacky keychains?
Oh, so you go up closer to it, or to one of them?
Yeah. It's shiny, it's bright, it gets my attention.
Yes. So you go in. So you go up to the stall. You see that these keychains are like of little flowers, little pieces of stone representing the boulder mantles, like a sword, a shield, a little like caricature of what a dwarf would look like. And one of what looks to be a rounded, angular piece of plastic with numbers on it.
A rounded piece of plastic with numbers on it?
Yes. AKA.
Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Huh?
Sorry, go ahead.
You see that like the numbers are mostly like in Dwarvish script. If you know Dwarvish, you know what they are, but they're like some are 1 digit, 1 or 2 digits, stuff like that. So if you
I don't know Dwarvish, so I'm gonna move on from that one.
Yeah, it just looked like scribbles.
Yes, I see.
And whenever you get up to the stand, you see it's a little dwarvish man with like a nice trimmed beard, like going down to his chest, with like some braids in there to keep it all nice. He's wearing some like nice merchant clothes. Doesn't look too bad or too rich for his taste. Just like general shirt, pants, maybe a tie. It's like, "Oh, little missy, are you interested in my keychains? They're a new invention of mine."
They're quite cute.
"Why, thank you. I spend every day making at least one new one. Like this one." And he holds up a little keychain of a cat.
Adorable. Do you by chance take any commissions?
"Oh, by all means, please. What do you want on the keychain?"
Can you do a symbol of Grotuna?
That I can, lassie. In fact, I have one just right here. And he holds up a little keychain. It's like about the size of your, like half of your palm, really, of like the thundercloud with lightning bolts and the little hammer in between. It's the symbol you all know and love.
How much?
That would run you about a silver, please.
I'll give him a silver.
All right, here you go, lassie. And he hands you the keychain in like a little paper bag you would get at conventions.
Heck yeah. Thank you.
You're welcome. Come back anytime. And he like starts arranging his inventory.
Heck yeah. I'm gonna add keychain to my equipment.
Hey, that's the spirit.
there a food market just around, aside from the bread one?
Yes, whenever you come into the like main town area, you see that there is like a few food stalls here and there selling like just general confection. Like one is a sweet thing, one is like just bread, one is some meats, stuff like that.
Or the meat cooked?
Yes.
I'm gonna go for that one.
Oh yeah, Daniel, how's Vold getting in or like moving around the city?
He's simply going to, I guess, since this is a new town and it seems a very pretty town, so he's just gonna go ahead and savor the moment. Smell the flowers, look around, try out every other shop, and see what they've got going on for them.
Okay. You see that besides like the stalls in the middle, there are a few shops like on the outer edge, like where you're coming in through the first entrance. But like where you're coming in through your entrance, you see that the buildings and such are a little like older and some misrepair, but they're still functional. So like this is the old district, is where you're coming in from. So it's like the first part of
Right.
town that was made, while the other ones have been expanded upon.
Okay.
And you see that
Since everything looks older here, do I get any eerie feelings due to the visions that I received?
you get a feeling. Well, you just see that there are less people here. Like you probably think that they moved out to the other part of town, like where number 6 is on the map. So there's only like a few old folks there. Some people who look like they can't pay rent anywhere else, and like a few like stray animals coming in through, like a cat, a dog, here and there. But other than that, you don't really get a eerie feeling. You just get an unsteady feeling.
Okay. Then I'll try to move on to an area that's more populated.
All right, that will be where towards the middle of the map itself, with the little dot and the Grand Trade Center, with everyone there.
Okay.
Should I mention my character description now, or
Oh yeah, I completely forgot about that.
no? It's fine. Yeah, Art is just a human, very tan, as he spends almost like every waking day outdoors. Doesn't really get into towns much. With being average size for a human and slightly on the more toned side. Not physically bulky, but not super scrawny either. Just a healthy, lean middle.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of just wearing mostly fur and some leather that's not actual like leather armor, just like leather straps here and there for his boots or his wrist like wrist wraps that he wears.
Mm-hmm.
Just like a nice sleeveless fur coat. It really doesn't help at all, but he just likes it.
All right.
And with the
Where did you
black
appear?
hair,
He appeared on the other side of the gate, like towards the right square post by number 6, where the gate is.
Somewhere near.
Yeah. You all haven't met
well,
up
yeah.
yet, really.
no, but I assume that I am very much out of place. One, due to just my appearance being more shambly than everyone else, as it does look like I got to a scrap, but I'll survive. And I'm kind of like, not exactly walking like I'm walking like I got like hurt or something, just like a hobble almost.
Okay. So as you guys like, do some of you guys like stay in the outer skirts of the city, or do you like start going towards the middle of it? whenever you see like more commotion.
I'm gonna eat my food. I'm hungry. Art's hungry.
Okay, that's you. No, Maddie's there, just admiring her new keychain that she got.
Hell yeah, dude. I'm just straight vibing.
Yeah, just
How
straight
much was that
vibing.
meat? Sorry.
Huh?
I was asking how much is that meat? Because he's gonna pay for it regardless.
Oh yeah. So you go up to the stand. You see that is just like a portly human fellow with like a nice beard and an apron. You look. He has a big smile on his face. It's like, "Hello, what brings you to my little stand?"
I'm just gonna place one like gold piece and be like, how much does this get me?
Oh, big spender, are you? Well, that gets you. He like does some numbers in his head, and like looks down at his like grill stand that he has. It's like a self-contained grill that he has like several slabs of like steak, ham, bacon, just like general meat, and you see like a big hawk of meat off to the side that's mostly pulled off like a bear or something. He grabs that and like sets it in front of you, like, "Here you go."
It's all yours. I will take that big piece of bear that is cooked and enjoy it.
All right, so you just grab that and go off somewhere to sit down and eat.
Yeah.
All right, Eris, if you want to give me a quick perception check, real quick.
Yeah. Not 20.
Ah, shit. You could see everyone in this like crowded market area, like all their faces, what they're doing, like their expressions, stuff like that. You see like all of what all the stands have to offer. You also just see a weird guy with like a sleeveless fur coat and arm wraps and stuff just carry off this huge hunk of meat that looks like he ripped it off himself.
I'm going to watch that agape, just like mouth open, like.
Mind you, I'm taking bites out of it as I'm walking.
Just like a what is it, like a person at Disneyland eating like the turkey leg.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's like that.
Bear's good.
Yeah.
Just because, does he kind of stand out amongst everybody?
Yeah, his outfit is not from around here.
Yeah. You see, like, some people are just, like, moving out of his way as he's just walking around with the bear in his hand, like, give me just a general strength check to hold up the bear meat.
Oh, a general strength check.
Yes.
All right. 14.
You got the hang of it. It's a little heavy, so you can't just hold it in one arm. You got, like, both hands on it. Like, there's a bit of bone on one end, and then, like, a turkey leg kind of bone, like, sticking out the other side. So you're just eating it, like, rotisserie style.
Okay. It's delicious.
Yeah, so, Eris, you can see that just people are parting ways to not interact with this strange man who just appeared and got some bear meat.
See, I'm not gonna like follow right behind, but you know how like when you're walking in a big crowd of people, you can somewhat follow people just by following the flow of the crowd.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, just kind of like, not like stalking in a way, but just like interested in seeing where he's headed off to.
Yeah, so we'll come back in a little bit. Vold, what are you doing? Hello?
Oh shoot! I totally forgot that that's me.
Come on, man.
Oh, sorry. It says. I think I wrote it down as Vlad, not Vold. And so when I heard Vold, I thought I was like, oh, it's our elven monk. I'm terribly sorry.
It's fine.
As for what I'm doing, have I seen anything that's been transpiring between Eris and Art?
You just see Art just like this new man that just appeared out of nowhere, just carrying a bear, like just walking happily and eating it, with like the crowd like making room for him.
Mind you, that he looks like a tradition, like a tribal kind of guy, in a area full of merchants and people who actually live here.
Yeah.
So it definitely stands out.
Oh,
Yes.
he absolutely stands out like a fish out of water. Stands out.
I'll go approach him directly.
All right.
I'm going to try approaching. Am I going to approach him from behind or like at the front, like towards him, like meeting, like he's going to see me as I'm approaching?
Well, that depends. Are you just going to confront him outright, or are you trying to stealth to see what he's about?
I'll examine him a bit before try to get a read on him before I try to jump right into it.
Oh, what would I do for this?
Would an insight check work?
Yeah. Like inside to see if there's any malicious intent about him.
More to determine his nature.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Ooh, average.
He is a hungry boy.
He's just a hungry man eating away at that bear. You see nothing else.
Okay, I won't confront them directly because I'm not 100% sure if he's the kind of weird that I'm looking for after that dream. So I'm just going to follow, not stealthily, but follow.
Okay, so you start following this man with bear meat, and you also see a blue skin, light blue hair woman in like what kind of armor are you wearing, Eris?
Heavy armor.
Yes, you see this blue skin, light blue haired woman in heavy armor and a weapon and possible shield just strapped to her back, like she's walking towards the same person
Definite
you were.
shield.
How far away is she from me? Is she behind me, in front of me?
I would say that she is behind Art like a good 10 or so feet, like enough to where she won't be noticed by him, but still following him. And you would be like towards like a few feet behind her.
Okay, so sort of close. What about her? So you said that for sure she is following him as well?
Yes, it looks to be that way.
Okay, I'll keep an eye out for her and both of them because one is a very strange person, and a blue person is definitely outlandish. So yeah, I'll follow. Still won't announce my presence.
Alright, so mostly everyone's just following Art.
Don't know why. He's just a hungry guy. That's all it is.
Okay, so Nanda, are you following this strange man?
Hey, yep. Well,
Okay, just because he looked like he got into a fight doesn't mean he's bad.
so I'm gonna make a perception roll to see if I see other people following him.
Yeah, sure. Oh boy, you do.
Yeah, Kale's gonna follow the crowd generally because he's like, why is everyone following this person with a turkey leg / meat?
It's a bear leg.
It's mystery meat.
Art isn't judging. He's enjoying it.
Oh yeah, Art, where are you going?
Get something to drink.
That's the real question, isn't it?
Yeah. So
Where are we
you
all going?
you see that there's not really any places
Art is
to.
going to get something to drink. The match.
You see that there's not really any places or like stalls to where you can get an ice cold drink. You have to go inside for that. And where you're going, Art, like, are you going towards the river or are you going towards like the other side of town?
Wherever the drink is, because I'm just going to be asking, hey, where can I find some drink to anybody who will listen to me?
You just like you ask that out in like a no, like a an elven person, yes, as like go over there, and he points to where number 2 is on the map. It's like go over there and look for a sign for the Wandering Jester. There you can find some good drink. So I've heard. And he quickly walks away a little.
Well, appreciate your kindness, and I'm just going to make my way over there.
All right. Perfect.
And we're all following him.
Walking by,
Following the leader.
taking bites out of the meat, looking at everybody, kind of just avoiding me, just be like, strange town.
Okay, so after a few minutes, you get to where like number 2 is, and you go where to like that somewhat T-shaped building that's on the other side of the river on the map. And you see that is where the Wandering Jester is. It's like standing out a little bit, but not too much. It's like blended into that area right there.
Mm-hmm.
You also see that there is a boat, what looks to be a boat on the river that's like passing through as you're walking across the little bridge. And just full of people. They're like looking at the sights, everything, like going ooh and ah. And then there's a guy on the megaphone like pointing out places to them. So it's like a tour ferry almost. So you head inside the tavern or what?
I will, but Art is going to comment as he like notices that. He's like, neat but unnecessary. Just going to keep going.
Yeah. So at that point, everyone sees that, and they head in. You start heading inside the Wandering Jester. And the sign is just like a jester-like figure with like a traveler's pack thing on, like the hobo thing on a stick, like on their shoulder, and just looking like they're walking by. And as you head inside, the tavern itself, let's see if I had that prepared. Yes, I did. You come to see, as I drag you here, you see this place.
Oh.
Forgive me for the waking a celestial in the corner. I found this on the internet. Don't sue me.
Boo.
And you see this nice like tavern with like picnic table style places for everyone to sit. There's a few patrons here and there, but it's not like jam packed, but it's like packed in a sense. So there's like a few people on the chairs sitting there, and then where that what looks to be a front desk area, that's actually the bar, but I couldn't find a place with that, so poor theater of mine. So the bar is front and center with a few people on the stools in front of it. And they're drinking away, having a good time. The barmaid is like a little gnomish woman who is like getting on and off a little step stool to fill the drinks, as the bar is not that. It's like a little bit taller than her height. You see like big tankards of ale behind her with spouts, everything. So what do you do, Art?
Art's gonna walk up straight to the bar and take a seat there.
With your
And
bear
try to-
meat?
And finding a place to put the bear meat while he waits. Just sitting on the table in front of him then.
What does everyone else do?
Well, as soon as we get into the bar, I guess I'll just go find a table to sit at. Eris is gonna resign from, just following this guy around and just relax for a little while.
All right. So that's Eris. What's Vold Vlad do?
I'm gonna is it very much like this like in this, is there no like bar stools up in front?
Huh?
Are there any bar stools up in front near the gnome waitress?
Yes, there are. There's a few spots left, except one is taken by the bear meat.
The only place I can put it, man.
And there's like a few
That's
spaces between there's like a dwarven gentleman and a human gentleman, just like one space in between them, so you could sit there or something.
Hmm. Yeah, I don't have anything on me that I could put the. I was thinking of maybe going up to next to Art and put it like, hey, can I offer to put your bear meat somewhere? But I don't have anything, so I think I'll just go. I'll settle for sitting next to those other two people.
Okay, so you sit in the middle of those two people, really?
Yeah.
They're not paying you much mind. They're just drinking. The human guy is a little bit tipsy. He's like, and like with his head down on the bar itself, while the dwarven guy is just staring off into the distance.
Alright. I don't pay them any mind. I simply wave my hand up to the barmaid. Excuse me, miss. Could I have some wine, perhaps?
She like looks at you, looks around a little bit, gets off her stool, moves in front of you, then gets on her stool. It's like, well, we do have wine, but it's not really that good. I tried it. It's
Well, what's the best you've got then?
We got mead, we got ale. We just have water if you want that.
I'll go for some good mead.
All right, that will be. Man, I should have written this down.
Maybe.
Don't judge me.
Well, for context, I would say that Art would be like 25% done with this bear meat.
Yeah, there's a good chunk of it missing now.
It's very much noticeable since he's been just eating it this entire time.
Uh-huh. Oh yeah, here we go. That'll be 4 copper pieces, please.
I hand her silver. 2, please. And keep the change.
Oh, thank you. Hops off her stool, goes to the tankard, fills up 2, repeats the process, and just hands them to you. Rather speedily, kind of. Like she's trained in doing this all her life.
Oh, nicely done.
She nods and stuff. So you start drinking, and then she goes over to Art with the chunk of bear meat. It's like,
Oh, actually, I'm gonna grab one of those 2. Mead. Probably. What are they, like tankards?
yeah, they're tankards.
I'm gonna go ahead and grab one of those. Take a little bit swig of it. But the other one, I'm gonna grab it with my left hand. And I'm gonna go towards Art and offer him one. Excuse me.
Oh, wow. Thank you. And he reaches his hand down, takes it. Do I owe you anything, or is this just
It's a kindly gesture. You do seem quite out of place here. I don't think that anybody else around here has been carrying around a lot of bear. Well, actually, what is this? What kind of meat is this?
Bear meat, like that guy who has that
Actual bear meat?
fire grill thing out there.
I
Yeah?
didn't see. How exquisite is it?
As good as bear meat can be. Needs salt though. Gonna take a drink.
Well, you can simply replay the drink by a little bit of conversation.
You want a piece of meat? And he like rips a piece off of it and hands it to you.
Oh, I'm good.
Alright.
I've had my fill of dried apples this morning.
Alright, he just shrugs, starts eating it.
So,
yeah. Hold on.
obviously, you don't look evil on. Oh, my bad.
So Nanda, what are you doing now?
Yes.
This you see that the mysterious guy just like ate a big chunk of the bear meat. Another guy just sat next to him and gave him some drinks. You saw that the blue lady is just off in the corner, just relaxing and stuff. What do you do?
Kale's gonna walk up to the counter,
Uh-huh.
I guess, and ask about how much is it for a room for the night.
You go up to the gnome waitress.
Yeah.
Hey. That will be 2 silver for a room for the night.
All right. Kale's gonna pay for a room, and
Mhm.
then he'll slide some copper as well for a couple of drinks.
Okay. She hands you the room key, which you pocket, and she fills up a nice little tankard for you and sets it in front of you.
Sorry, I'm doing currency math.
Ah, the worst kind of math.
Yeah, it's like decimals, but worse.
Okay, so you
Kale's
guys.
just gonna sit close, I guess, to the other two, but not.
Yeah, you're like on the other end of the bar, really.
All right.
Okay, so Art and Vold, are you going to have some meaningful conversation, or should I time skip it?
I'm fine with skipping it. What about Art? Are you okay with skipping it?
No, yeah. I mean, Art's entire conversation track is literally say a couple words and then continue his meal, but yeah, go ahead and skip it.
Yeah, you guys have like a meaningful conversation, which Vold is like spouting off like conversation topics, and Art's like, yeah, I'm not fair.
Oh yeah, no, yeah, I understand completely.
Nice.
Then after I'd say an hour of drinking, I need all of you, except for Eris. Well, if Eris did order a drink.
Nope. Not yet.
Kale's just gonna stick to the one drink, by the way.
Alright, so you're fine. What was it? Art, are you getting any more drinks?
He's going to continue ordering drinks until he's done with this bear.
Okay. Vold, are you ordering more drinks with him?
I don't see why not. Probably no more than 10 though.
Okay. I need both of you to make con saves. Because alcohol.
Oh no! my con modifier is good too. It's my best one. Why? Why have you forsaken me?
Ah, good. Okay, so how this will play out. Art, you're shit-faced drunk by, like, I don't know, the fourth tankard of ale. It's nice strong ale. It's, like, very sweet, but also burns.
Oh, well, a little bit of alcohol. Good meat.
And Vold, you're completely fine. You've had this many drinks before, just growing up.
Oh yeah, all the manor parties and such.
Yes, exactly. So you're fine with all this. Hetty and Nanda, you're just watching this strange man with the bear meat just now drunk off his ass, basically.
Oh, this is gonna be a train wreck.
Yep.
Mind you, at this point now, he can't grab any more meat because he can't physically understand where it is anymore.
Yes. And as you guys are like chilling out in this bar or something, you just hear like a loud knocking on the door to the bar, and then it just barrels open as like this human, like this group of elven gentlemen, just like, no wait, dwarven gentlemen, yes. They just like come in. They look like they had the worst day ever. Their faces are like all palish or something. Their walk is like kind of stumbling here and there. They just like stumble into the bar and sit down at a table. Like everyone's just looking at them like they're like the weirdest individuals ever. And then they go back to their own thing. What do you guys do?
So wait, basically, is this like a dwarven biker gang, or at least the equivalent of one?
Yes, but they look like they had a shit day.
I see.
Art is going to immediately shout at them, "Good morning!" as he slams his head against the table. Not their table, the bar table.
Yeah.
Want to make that totally clear, at least.
Okay, so that's what Art's doing. What are you all doing seeing this spectacle?
Covering my eyes with my hand and looking away.
Yeah, fair. What about you, Nanda?
Kale's gonna watch in resigned amusement. I don't know what that looks like, but
Eh. It's like leaning back in his chair. It's like, this would be fun.
yeah.
And
Good.
one of them like, what?
No, nothing.
Okay. And then you just hear one of them, like the head honcho of the little biker gang. There's like three little dwarven buddies there, including him. So, gang of four is like, round of drinks, please, and like hits his hand on the table as another waitress comes out the back. She's a regular human waitress. She comes around, fills up the tankards, and just sets them on the table. And, like holds out her hand for like the copper pieces, which they immediately just give to her. She just goes off in a hurry to put in the register, and then they just start drinking. But you see, is like they are slowing down. Well, they started slow because they're tired looking. And then by the end, whenever they finish their drinks, like set them down in the front of the table, they all stand up. And the head guy is like, now that we had our drink. And then they just, all four of them, start throwing up black ichor. And then everyone just starts screaming in horror.
Black ichor?
Yes, black ichor. It's not the normal vomit you would see from drunken people throwing up their alcohol or who can't handle it. It's just straight jet black.
Art is gonna look at his alcohol, look back at them, be like, "I hope that doesn't happen to me."
And then,
Keeps drinking.
of course. And then you slowly see as the ichor pools that they left behind, because at this point, those 4 guys just pass out, hitting the floor. You see those 4 ichor pools start forming and rising up and forming a humanoid shape, but instead of arms, like black tentacles start to appear. And then at that point, everyone who's in the tavern besides you 4 and the waitresses, they book it out of there, seeing these 4 monsters just appearing. What are you saying? Because it's time to roll initiative.
Dang, let's go.
Fun. I say that both in and out of character.
Huh?
I say fun, both in and out of character.
Ah,
Oh no.
a nat 20 and a nat 1 in the same session.
So as it goes, I will move you guys over to here because I need the draw thing. Oh, it's
Oh,
perfect.
oh, good. You have joined us during combat.
I'm so sorry.
At the start of combat.
I am so sorry. Something came up and I had to take care of it.
It's okay, man.
That's fine.
You showed up at the perfect time. Actually, I was just thinking of how to get you in. So yeah, it's initiative time.
I love that the drunkest of us all is looking like going first.
Did you roll my initiative with advantage?
Yes, you do, because at this moment when the monsters like form, you see Nate's character, whatever his name.
Bothro playing Gazer.
Yeah, Votho Plank Gazer just bursts through the door after them. It's like, there you are! Like you've been hunting them for a while now.
Okay.
So these
Hello,
monsters...
my name's. Oh, I thought I was going to introduce myself.
Oh, yeah, go ahead.
My name is Vothel Plaingazer. I am a wood elf, and I am the Horizon Walker of the Realm. It is my duty to protect the entire multiverse from, shenanigans. And right now, my main duty is to kick ass at the moment.
Hell yeah.
Let me just set up the thing real quick. Because these are only
Nice.
big shapes. I don't have a tavern battle map ready. That's fine.
That should be fun. While you're doing that, I just want to just mention that I love the fact that the first person to talk to Art is someone that is completely opposite to what he is.
I know, right?
Yeah, the most noble of the group is the first one to talk to somebody who literally lives in the woods.
Exactly. Okay, so like
Just
this.
a clash of
Cultural whiplash.
yeah, it's like a cultural clash going on here, and it's hilarious to me.
So you're right there. Hold this right here.
I am drunk.
Ares side vision you over here.
Oh, you're a drunken monk?
No, I am just currently drunk.
Valkyrie
Because
Oh,
I
that is
just-
fantastic.
come up here.
Yep.
Kill you right over here. Like
Wait, when
that.
did we start?
I'm gonna have be right back in a couple of, actually about a minute. Yeah.
Oh, that's not a beast. I don't have advantage on those.
Nope.
Damn.
I don't know what it is, but it's getting a cup thrown at it.
Yep.
I don't know what it is. What's going to get your arrow to the face? I don't see the turn order.
Huh?
Do you have the turn order up? I just don't see it. It might be because I came in late.
Oh no, I haven't done it yet. I'm setting
Oh,
up
okay.
this. Do.
Oh, we haven't even rolled initiative yet. Okay.
Yeah, you're the only one who has to roll initiative.
Okay. Yeah. Oh, there's one right next to me. That's fantastic. Oh, they're all small. Never mind. Oh, this will be E. Oh, wait.
I thought there was only one.
No, there's 4.
Oh, okay. Oh, so
Oh,
each one of them grew into a humanoid-like appearance. I thought they all
Yeah.
morphed in one and then do it. Oh, my bad.
Okay, let me see the initiative order real quick. You looks like fold. Mhm. Don't know how to do this. Wait.
I don't have control of my token.
You should. Oh wait, never mind. I did this on the wrong layer.
Is the GM layer you put them on?
I put it on the map layer.
There we go.
There we go.
And I roll initiative with advantage. Huzzah. +5. Let's do this. A worm?
Okay, so like that.
I still only got an 8. That's bullshit.
Oh, wait. Nice.
Alright, I'm back.
All right.
Like
Oh,
that.
no.
Then next. And I have to roll initiative for the Beastie Boys real quick.
Wait, if I'm
Shouldn't,
drunk, does that mean...
shouldn't they automatically go into the turn order?
But
Yeah.
we're the ones who's fighting for our right to party.
I have to roll their initiative first. That's the thing.
Okay.
No, outside the thing.
Does that mean I should have gotten disadvantage on that initiative roll, or no? I've never been drunk in combat before. This is a great experience.
But you go like that, and then that, and now so. Sorry, guys, this is a little slow.
You're good.
It's all good. We're just getting set up.
Yeah,
Yep.
sure.
And for everybody, once your token is in the turn order, you can edit the number for your initiative.
Yeah, please do that for me, please.
Okay.
Cool. Time to put down 99.
I still feel bad. Why
The
can I
DM
edit
will
it?
not even notice.
Don't you dare!
I'm hyped.
Put 114 instead of like last time.
Please let these things be still. I'm mad. I'm still only second, and I'm mad about this. I want to have high initiative.
No, you don't get to.
I just rolled lucky. That's all that happened. Even if he's drunk, he knows he's in a fight.
Excuse me.
That. And like that. Then like
What spells do I have?
this. And then this one over here gets not that good. Okay. That. 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 There we go. Okay. First up is the drunken man.
Yeah.
This will go well.
would throwing a cup at one of them? How would that work? Because that's going to be his first immediate response to one of them is just throwing his cup at it.
That would be a ranged attack, but it's an improvised weapon, and you don't have Tavern Brawler.
No, I do not. I really wish I did now.
And you are drunk, so it's a attack roll at disadvantage. Which one are you hitting?
This one.
Okay, so shadow
hilarious.
number 1. Throw it.
Alright. A 6.
That does not hit, unfortunately, and as you drunkenly pick up the cup and just go, yeah, and it just plunks against the table with a loud metal sound.
You see Bothell go, oh, this is who we're working with? Okay.
And oh shit! It's an action to pull out his weapons, isn't it?
Well, you didn't think of doing it because you're drunk,
No.
so I'm gonna say yeah.
His first action was to literally throw a cup.
So that's the end of your turn, I guess.
Yeah, that's gonna be it for him. Eh. Eh. He's gonna lean back in the chair now, just eh.
Okay, Vlad, your turn.
I think I want to change my name to Vlad. It's a lot easier to remember.
Yeah.
Let's see. I'm gonna go ahead and, being the edgy boy that I am, gonna point one hand to the left, one hand to my right, and from underneath my shadow that is being cast, suddenly springs forward, like almost leaps out, and 2 beams of energy crack out from it. So one of them is gonna hit the one that's right below me, and another one to the left. I'm gonna do an Eldritch Blast.
Nice. So can you just like point out which one you're pointing at? So
That one and that one.
okay, so those two, the two near Nanda. Okay, roll 2
Yeah.
hits. Roll to hit, my boy.
Is it 10 hit?
No, it does not.
Okay, then the other one.
You see as it like goes through its shadowy body, like opens a hole and just goes through it and then closes again. Oh no.
Oh, wait, that's not one.
Ooh. So
Oh, you hate to see it.
So this nat 1, you like the first one, you were like getting up from your stool to like fire at that guy, but then the second one, you like trip a little bit because of the like splashing of alcohol from Ark being drunk is just under you, and you slip a little bit and just fires into the ceiling.
Oh, shit.
Is that your turn?
That. Yeah.
All right. So, yeah. Shadow number 2. So this one. This one over here near Art is going to. Is going to try and hit Art with its little tentacle.
Oh man.
And you see that it doesn't make a sound when doing this. It just goes. Just tries to hit you, so 20. This. Or. It will miss its first tentacle.
Yes, but actually, yes.
Yeah. It tries to hit you with the first one, but you like drunkenly slump out of the way, and it just pierces your
Yeah.
tankard. Then the next one,
Alcohol. Just don't hit the bear meat. That's all I gotta say. Oh, that's hitting. Oh my god.
the second one hits you.
I was protecting my bear meat.
And it will do. Do. 9 points of necrotic damage on you.
Arrow.
And that's its turn. Kale, you're up.
So Kale's gonna, I guess. Well, first of all, draw his sword and then kind of shimmy over. Well, not shimmy, but make his way over to this guy. Guess I can move that token.
Yep.
Oh, that's
So you're like at an angle on him. Roll to hit.
yeah. Gonna make an unarmed strike first.
Hey.
So, good old kick. That misses.
Yep, that misses. All right.
And then follow it up with a hefty two-handed attack with a longsword.
There you go. Okay, so you see as you slash it, right? It does a decent. You see as like the blade hits it and then sinks into its shadowy form for a little bit before you pull it out, and some like black inky ichor just like comes out with the blade. It doesn't do anything to it, but it doesn't look like it hurt as much as it did.
All right.
Is that the end
And
of
I'm
your turn?
going to use my bonus action attack to make another unarmed strike, but I'm typing that up real quick.
Okay.
Boom.
That does it. And if I remember, gotta remember my own. Okay, no, that's the next level where the thing happens. So you see, as you punch it, then your punch sinks into a little bit before you pull it back out.
Does it do
like,
damage?
it does do damage, but not as much. So it's resistant, basically.
I figured.
Too bad we're at 6th level.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I was looking at.
Wait, we're 6th level?
No, we're 5th.
Oh, okay.
6th level is, for him, is where he can do magical stuff.
With
Oh,
both
okay.
his hands and his weapon,
Exactly.
which is neat for him.
Okay, so that's the end of your turn?
Yep, that's the end of my turn.
Okay. So number 3 shadow. Yeah. Number 3 shadow will go over like this and this over to Nate down here and try and hit you.
Oh, sorry, I should change my name real quick.
Okay.
What does it roll?
It's going to hit you with one of its tentacles at close range.
Okay, let me see if I have anything for that. Give me a second. 21?
To hit, yeah?
Okay! I guess it hits.
Hey, it's roll 20, man.
Yeah, that is.
Give me that sweet damage.
You take 11 necrotic damage.
I don't know about you. but I'm feeling 22.
And it will do another one.
Oh, come on. We have a healer, right?
Yeah, we do. It's Eris.
Oh,
Thank
God.
Huh.
You got 42 on the attack. Oh no.
I'm gonna die. Strum's gonna die.
I'm sorry, man. Okay, 8.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
And
A third one?
no. I need to.
Oh.
You are now grappled by both of the tentacles.
Oh, this is not how I expected today to go.
And need to make you need to make a con save real quick.
I'm fucking shit at those.
I'm good at those.
Oh, it's 16.
Hey, you pass.
You got a 1. Why?
Don't
Okay.
ask.
Okay, so that's its turn. Then now, wait, the one over by Kale will now hit him.
I'm a deck space ranger. I don't have a good con.
Okay.
I'm supposed to be in the back line.
Fair
Does that hit?
enough.
That hits.
Oof. I tried so hard not to make these overpowered, but I guess I was wrong.
I mean, that
No,
is a
you just roll-
17 though.
You're just rolling good.
Yeah.
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 8 necrotic damage. And I forgot
Alright.
to make you do this all, but no, wait, no, never mind. Shut up. What? Nothing. I said nothing. Then second one.
That misses.
All right. So you just see as like the tentacles, like one wraps around you and sucks onto you, and you feel your life force drain a little bit into its like a suction cuppy tentacle hand. But then the second one just misses widely as you duck.
I can get out of this. Never mind, I'm good.
Now it's your turn. Baffle.
Okay. Bonus action. I'm gonna Misty Step
Mm-hmm.
onto this table. And then wait, is that a bonus action too? Let me double check.
You just
It is.
Man.
Fuck.
you just like turn into mist and slip out of the shadow thing's
Yeah,
grasp.
I become like very like ethereal. Not like it's like a mixture of like multiple different energy kind of mists, and I just fade out, and then I reconstitute onto the table.
Mm-hmm. And the monster guy is like looks.
Can I roll to see? Yeah, can I roll to see what these are?
Yeah, roll a history check. Yes, real quick.
I'm shit at those two. But I am pretty young, so I won't have a lot of history.
Yeah.
I didn't pay attention when I master. 16 again!
Oh, nice. With your master's teachings, you know that these creatures are from the Shadowfell. They're very common in the Shadowfell, but every so often they can come through to creation and infect someone.
Do I know if they're undead or not?
Yes, they are.
Perfect. I really don't want to do this. I want to attack them, but fuck it. I'll cast Protection from Good and Evil on myself. And protect myself from the undead.
Alright. So they now have disadvantage on you.
They have disadvantage on me, and I can't be charmed, frightened, or possessed by them.
Gotcha. You see as like this shimmering like field of arcane symbols just comes around you, and you see as like the symbols like shift and change, and then stop on arcane sigils that you know are for.
Oh wait, no, I can't do that. I can't cast two spells in the same turn.
Oh no, you can't. That's right.
You're right. Okay, never mind. Then I have to attack them. Okay, no problem.
You'll do it
Then
next turn.
I'll if they're alive next turn, I'll just shoot him with my longbow twice. The one that tried to like grapple me.
Yeah. So number 4, right over here.
I have a +10 to this. At least doesn't hit.
Oh shit! Shit, man.
Doesn't hit, huh?
Misses.
It's still only half damage though. But I'm still. You know what? I'm taking what I can get.
Yeah. So that's
And another.
that was crit damage, right?
That was crit damage.
All right.
Oh, does it take full crit damage? Nice.
You know, yeah. I'll have that happen.
Okay.
So
And I will roll again to hit the same one.
yeah, that shadow thing is not looking too hot now.
Okay. 25 to hit
That hits.
for 9 damage. Or half to 9 damage. Half to 4.
Yeah.
Okay, and I will use the rest of my movement. To hop off the table and run on. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'll run over here and then
All right.
end my turn and hope Eris can still reach me.
Yeah.
God.
Okay, so it's that one's turn. And it will just like shamble around a little bit in place, like looking at what's what. And then or right over here to Eris. Sorry, Eris, gotta spread the love.
It's okay.
What you say?
It will hit you with
That you
tentacle.
only meant well.
Does that hit?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm trying very hard to not do bad things.
TK. TPK.
That is 11 necrotic damage.
Okay.
Oh my god. I'm sorry.
You need to stop this.
Jeez.
Roll 20, why you gotta be favorable towards me? Stop it. And now you are grappled, and you need to make a con save.
Give me 1 second here.
Your art for your character is really pretty, by the way.
Thank you. I made it myself.
I can tell. I meant that as a compliment. I just like feel like, oh, that's like a unique art style.
Thank you. I wish my roll was as half as decent as my art.
No.
Where's a divination wizard when you need one?
no.
Yeah.
You know, I was almost one.
Oh.
Damn.
Okay, so as you're hit by both of these nasty tentacle things, they wrap around you, and you feel your vital energy just getting sucked out of you. You feel like a slight bit weaker. That damage you took from both of the attacks, that is now subtracted from your maximum hit points. It's life drain.
Oh.
It's
Oh
okay,
no.
Alonris will fix it all up, I think.
Yeah, that's how I'm doing it.
Gotcha.
Oh, thank God.
I'm not going to be mean and say it's there forever. That's stupid.
Also, I forgot to ask if that entire downtime before this fight happened was considered a short rest, or...
Yeah, it was.
Oh! I could have had some more health.
Well, now you know. Sorry.
Yeah, too late now.
Eris, you can now take revenge.
Ah, yes, by using mass healing word.
We're at that level?
Yeah, I have third level. I have third level spells.
Oh,
two
yeah,
two
that's
third level
right.
spell slots, and one of those is for mass healing word. So I believe it's 6 creatures,
Mhm.
but I'm not choosing all 6 because I'm not healing the enemy. I'll just
I'd
choose
hope not.
myself. Yeah, I'll just choose myself and everybody else in the bar.
All right. Roll
How much
those.
you get in?
Roll that healing.
Yeah.
I keep forgetting I'm only a half caster.
So that's
Yeah.
6 hit points for everybody.
Oh, that's so good.
Wow, I'm at max hit points, guys.
Whoops. Okay.
Oh, and just to be clear, mass healing words, it's only a vocal component, so
Yeah.
even though I'm grappled, it's all good.
Yeah, you could still shout and stuff, but if it had a somatic component, you would have had some trouble.
Yeah, and then can I make a save at the end of my turn to try to get out of the grapple?
Yeah, sure.
Oh, and wait, hold on a second. Mass healing word was a bonus action.
Yeah, there you
Ooh.
go.
You can hit it.
You can hit the spooky creature.
Indeed,
Oh,
you
Or
can.
you could, wait, are you cleric?
I'm gonna use word of radiance.
Ooh,
Wait.
that's a spell. You can't do that, I think.
Yeah, I
It's the
think it is.
cantrip.
It's a
Is it
cantrip.
cantrip?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, it's a Xanathar cantrip.
oh, that's why I don't remember. Okay, I get it now. I'm sorry.
So the creature has to make a con saving throw.
Alrighty. Hey.
Baby shark.
No, not that. Get out.
Okay.
Oh.
Oh.
Yeah. And so it just takes no damage because it's not a half damage.
Yeah.
So and then I'll just go ahead and attempt to break the grapple then.
Yeah. Roll a
Cool.
strength check. Or athletics.
Straight strength or is it a saving throw?
It's straight strength.
Flex-
16.
You break out of the grapple.
Heck yeah.
How do you break out the grapple?
So I had. So when the battle started, I pulled out my shield and my. What is it? The holy symbol.
Uh-huh.
So when I got grappled, I was grappled with the shield still attached to my arm, so I'll just shield bash my way out.
Nice. You just have yourself tightly constricted with that, but then you just go and basically just push your arms out with it.
Yeah.
Okay, drunken boy, you're up.
Alrighty. Now that his failure at the cup idea went out the window, he's going to pull his weapon and for you guys, it's like one blade. As he pulls it out, he detaches them to reveal that it's two.
Ooh.
Oh.
And using one of my superiority dice, or using one of my maneuvers, I'm going to do a lunge attack at this one.
Okay.
And what a lunge attack does is I can make a melee attack on my turn, and it adds an extra 5 feet of reach, basically.
Okay. So roll the hit.
So, alright. 12.
Just barely misses. You like. No, wait, you still have. Yeah, you're drunk. You should have disadvantage.
I still got a bonus action. Oh, should I?
You are drunk.
Well, that 12 is going to be what the result of that is.
Yeah, so you just still barely miss. You, like, drunkenly stand up from your stool, pull out your swords, and then just go. Ugh. Just thrust yourself forward, but it's like a few inches off, and you just slam to the ground.
Oof. Well, I'm just going to activate my rage then, since this is starting to piss me off.
You're just like on the floor a little bit, and you just go. Hurr!
Just slam my fist, just like crack the wood a little bit, just rage.
Damn it, let me hit you.
Why won't you die?
Okay. Vlad's turn.
I am going to head and cast Hex on the creature that's that Art just tried to hit.
Okay.
So I'm gonna pull my finger and it's made of shadow, so there's some extra shadow on that shadow.
Just a little bit.
A little bit
Yeah,
extra.
a bit.
Okay.
And now I am going to cast Eldritch Blast again, do the same thing. Both of my arms out and attack the creature that's right in front and the one that's attacking Eris.
Alright. Roll to hit.
Oh, in front of me?
Nice, that hits. Okay.
Doesn't it take damage from Hex?
Yes!
Yes, it does.
So since I'm casting it at second level, it is... I think it's still,
It's still 1d6.
yeah, alright. So it's gonna just be one extra d6. Chronic.
Okay, so
Oh, and
the one you
I'm going
hexed
to
is
pick
the
that
one.
it has...
The one you hexed is the one near you and Art, or the one at Eris?
the one near myself and Art.
Okay, so yeah. So it'll take 5 force damage and then the extra hex damage.
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah.
E.
There we go.
Alright.
And the second attack towards Eris. Or Eris Ghost. Or
Yeah.
whatever that thing is. Oh. Another 5 force damage.
Alrighty.
Also, I'm gonna pick that it has disadvantage on strength ability checks.
Gotcha.
Or the one that I have hexed.
Mm-hmm.
Can you mark the one as Hex?
Yeah. Do.
Give one of these.
Just put like a little skull. E. I'm gonna do something similar, so be prepared. Or I think it's never mind.
The other one.
Oh, the one by you and Art?
Yeah.
Okay, so I did have it right. There we go. Okay.
Awesome. And that is my action, bonus action. That'll be my turn.
All right. So the one you just hexed will try and hit you.
Okay, go right ahead.
Don't die. Does that hit?
I am going to cast shield.
All right, so it doesn't hit. Good for you.
Yes.
But here comes another one. Doesn't hit.
Ooh.
Happen to roll the same thing.
Heck yeah.
So that's his turn. Kale, your go.
Kale's gonna make one unarmed attack and one regular sword attack, two-handed, because he actually uses kicks as his unarmed attack.
Yeah, that
Oh,
hits.
we rolled that crit damage.
You rolled a 19, so it's not crit, unfortunately.
No, I meant like the damage itself critted.
Oh, it did?
Yeah, he got a 6.
The max damage that fist can do, or that kick can do.
Okay. So
They're all
the
its force behind it.
the long sword doesn't hit, unfortunately, but the unarmed strike does.
And then for my bonus action, I'm gonna make another unarmed strike.
Okay. And there's the crit.
Which does hardly anything.
I pulled into reality.
Big
Hey, a
oof.
crit's a crit.
Okay. That's your turn?
That is my turn.
Okay, the one back here will. Ooh, Nanda. You are just out of its reach.
The one back there?
Yep. That boy.
Oh, that's
Sounds
terrifying.
Yeah.
Hmm.
You saw as the one of the earlier attacks when you were like over by the door, but the one up near the bar. You saw his tendrils like stretch out and try and hit you. So they're kind of like shadowy ropers, if you know what those are. Okay. It will try and hit. I'll try and hit Art. It seemed since you went angry mode,
Yeah.
you went angry.
That's gonna hit ya.
All right. Ooh, critted up damage.
Oh. Shit, I shouldn't have asked for half health at the beginning of this.
Yeah, you shouldn't have.
Rule number 1 in D&D, don't fuck yourself over.
So that hit.
Yep. That hit. Square in the chest. Ah.
Yep. 11. And make that con save for me, please.
Alright. I didn't need to roll with disadvantage, but I did, and I still got a 1 for that.
Go ahead and roll again, but just put it on normal.
Okay. 8. Slightly better.
Hey, a one is a one.
Hey, at least it's not that.
Yeah, you're down 23 hit points from your maximum now. Are you okay?
No. No, I am not.
Okay. It's gonna try and hit you again, Kale. That will not hit.
Art is gonna die.
No, I don't have anything to say about it.
That
He's
one
drunk.
hit.
He's drunk and angry.
But yeah, the 22 hit.
Wait,
Kale.
you're raging, right? Don't you have advantage
Yeah.
on con saves?
No, it's just strength saves and checks.
It's only
Ah.
strengths. Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
8. So the damage in that is its turn. Othello, your turn.
Okay, I'm gonna move to this table, onto the bar table, or whatever it's called, and I'm gonna use my Planar Warrior feature.
Mhm.
As a bonus action, I can choose one creature within 30 feet, and the next time I hit it with a weapon attack, all damage dealt to it becomes force damage, and it takes an extra D8 of force damage.
Gotcha.
So I'm gonna do that to. I'm gonna hit, and then I'm gonna the one it's hexed, and I'm gonna shoot it with my longbow. I conjure still regular arrow, but it becomes covered in a magical what's the word I'm looking for? Magical energy of all the realms, and I fire.
Okay.
22 hit.
That does hit.
Ooh, I'd love to see that.
Ooh,
And it's all force damage.
nice.
So 16 force damage to that one. And that's only for one turn, so that doesn't really. So it doesn't need to really be marked.
Yeah, it's only once per
And-
turn, right?
Yeah, it's once it gets hit, I think it becomes it just goes away.
Yeah.
So
You see from
And
the
then,
first arrow as it like pierces it, you see it's like some of its shadow form like burns away at the energy of the realms, like covering your arrows, and it's looking very hurt.
okay, then I'm gonna put a regular arrow into it as well. 25. That is.
Dang.
Oh, ignore that planar warrior.
Yeah.
It's 6 piercing damage.
Okay. Yeah, so the one that's hexed is number 3. That one's looking very hurt. Could die in the next hit. That's end of your turn.
Yep. Don't have any actions left.
All right. Eris is going to try and hit you.
All right.
Does that hit?
Miss.
Hey, there you go. It
You
just like
like-
tries to strike you again, but you just block it with your shield. Second hit.
That one hits.
All right. Nine necrotic.
Okay.
And now it's your turn.
So if I move, does he get an opportunity attack?
No,
Or
he's not
that-
up in melee range with you.
Okay. So I'm gonna.
Question. Eris, are you a cleric?
Yeah, Tempest Domain.
These are undead.
My character doesn't know that.
Oh, I didn't say anything. That's right. Ah,
Yeah.
fuck, I've been quiet. Shit.
Yeah, you withheld that information.
Yep.
Shit. Damn.
Okay. I'm gonna go up to this one over here,
Mhm.
and I'm gonna try to cast Inflict Wounds.
Ooh, nice.
Note to self: be more talkative to people you just meet.
Natural 20.
Oh.
Super dead.
Oh.
That's a 46 necrotic
Oh
damage.
my.
Level 1 spell, guys. Level 1 spell.
Oh my fucking
Level 1
god.
spell, level 1 spell.
Totally not broken. Totally not broken. Keep
Guys,
it as
Inflict
is.
Wounds was a pretty cool spell.
Oh yeah, that's a good spell for a cleric to have. Alright, how do you want to do that? Please.
So after blocking the other, you said these were like black ichor creatures?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so after blocking the tendril with my shield, I'm gonna Dark Souls roll off to the side to this other guy, and while he's focusing his tendrils at Art and Vlad, I'm gonna come up behind him, pull out, reach for my holy symbol, accidentally grab the keychain, and touch him with it, and cast Inflict Wounds with the keychain, and he just poofs out of existence.
Yeah, you like. Yeah, it's the girl tuna run, right? Yeah, you got that one.
Yeah.
You like fumbled now since you have two now. You don't know which is which. You just grab it, press it on it, but the spell still goes through because you're a cleric, and you just see it just explodes into a little cloud of fine black dust and dead.
Oh, you'll love to see it.
Yeah.
If Art wasn't enraged, he'd probably be thinking, "How can I do that?"
Finding
Easy, you
God.
just get a level 1 spell.
Just find Jesus real quick.
Yeah, let me tell you about our Lord and Savior.
All right, Jehovah, calm down.
Okay, Art. It's your turn.
Yep. Well, seeing one victim down, he's going to try to move over to the next victim. Air quote on victim. He might be the victim, actually. He's going to move here to this guy, come up right into his face, and with disadvantage because I'm assuming he's still drunk,
Yep.
and take one swing. 9.
Does not hit.
All right, I'm going to use my bonus action to cast to do second win.
Cool.
I just need to roll a d10 plus fire level, which is currently
5.
4,
Oh yeah, 4.
or because I'm 1 level barbarian. Give me just.
We love a man who dips into barbarian.
Very nice. And that was your bonus action, right?
He did my attack. So that's my entire turn.
Okay, that's your turn. Vlad, you're up.
I'm gonna go ahead and move my hex now towards the one that's attacking Kit.
Okay, so this one is now hexed.
And I'm gonna go ahead and cast one of my Eldritch Flash towards him.
Mhm.
12 hit?
It does not. It's one under.
Alright. And then I'm gonna go ahead and cast it again at the same target.
Okay.
Ooh, I'm guessing that hits.
Yep, that hits. Roll your damage.
12 force damage.
Ooh. Very nice. And that is.
Alright, that was my bonus action and my action again. Then I'm going to exclaim, "What a wonderful, wonderful adventurers! Are you adventurers? I hope you are. Powerful."
Yeah, you see the one attacking Kale is looking a bit hurt now. Some of his shadowy form is getting a bit unstable.
Alright, that'll be on my turn.
Now it's Kale's turn. Have at it.
All right. It's very simple for Kale. It's one longsword attack,
That hits.
one regular extra attack unarmed strike. Does that hit?
Yes, it does.
Cool.
And Hex doesn't happen unless the person who casted Hex hits them, right?
Oh, speaking of
Yeah.
which, I should have rolled my hex damage.
Yeah,
Should I roll it now or just let it go by?
I'll let it go by.
Alright. And I'm going to make an unarmed strike. Bonus action attack.
Okay, it's looking real hurt now because that did hit, but it only did 1 damage because. So. It's looking very hurt. That's the end of your turn?
Yep.
Okay, the one attacking Art will go.
Oh, good. Tell me how that goes. That's hitting.
Jesus.
I am getting bullied. I am getting absolute like curb stomped right now.
Hey, you wanted to have a half health at the beginning of this.
I wasn't expecting getting
Wait.
curb stomped in the first fight though.
Guess
You
I'm
should
rolling
always
both
expect
attacks
to be
then. Make that con save for me while I roll up the damage.
All right. Oh, it's not. I keep forgetting to do it without disadvantage.
Yeah, you can do it again.
All right. Mother. That's
Oh my
fine.
God.
Oh no! Oh no! So whatever this damage is, you'll be losing that. Oh no!
Oh, max damage.
Oh no. Oh, that breaks into my current health too.
Oh. Oh my god.
Oh,
24.
are you still alive?
I have 3 HP.
Run away. Disengage. For the love of God.
You're also grappled.
Oh hell no. Is there a chance I can break out like an athletics or something?
Yes, you can do that.
Yeah, fuck. I thought it was like a thing to see. Okay, never mind. Ignore that then. Oh my god. I'm about to die.
Oh, you hate to see it. You really do.
You really do. Is that your own?
Oh. Let's see if I can break out. Yeah.
You don't break out.
Ah. So now you just see Art flailing like a
Wait, you have
madman.
advantage.
Oh,
I
yeah.
do.
Yeah, because
That's right.
Yeah, do it again.
19.
Oh,
There you go. Now you're out.
It's like desperate attempt as just like pushing the tendrils off of him, just like flailing like a madman at this point.
Okay, so it's now the one of Kale's turn.
Help me. Help me.
Ooh, good.
Nat 1. Oh, thank the gods.
Ah, there is a god.
Is there? It's not for you.
Not for me.
Okay, you see as it like reels back with its tentacle, but does it way too hard and hits the friend that's against Art, so it will be taking damage.
I'm telling you, Art is not a smart man. This is a death or glory scenario for him.
You'll be taking That much damage. That one's not looking too good. What are you doing that? Then get back up here. Okay, now we'll try again. And hopefully not that one this time, but also at the same time. Don't. Does that hit you, Kale?
No.
So it doesn't hit you?
Nope.
Okay, cool. Rafael, it's your turn.
How's this one looking?
That one?
Yeah. How's its form looking? Is it like still shadowy, or is it looking a little bit
It's looking a
less
little.
shadowy?
It is looking. It's looking a bit hurt.
Yeah,
We both are.
Much. First, I'm gonna use my free action to yell to the cleric, "Cleric, these are undead." And then I'm gonna move over here. I always forget I have an extra 5 feet of movement because wood elf, and I will use my planar warrior feat again on the one that's attacking Art,
All right.
and I will shoot it. I need to keep track of my arrows. I will shoot it again with my longbow. I'm assuming that hits.
Yep, that hits.
Takes 10 force damage.
All right.
And then this next one... 14 doesn't hit, I'm assuming.
No, it hits.
Oh, it does?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck yeah. 12 piercing damage, half to 6.
I love that you're firing it past like Art's head.
Hey, I'm an archer. I know what I'm about.
And a really good one.
And by this point, Art, you're just like on your knees, so he has a clear shot.
Okay.
Okay, and
Probably confused on why my essence feel hurt instead of
I
my
really
body.
should hunters mark these. One of them, at least.
What?
I really should hunters mark these in one of these turns. That's my turn.
Yeah, okay. Now it is the one that's way over here. So it's going to go... over to Eris because it escaped. You see it's just like shamble over a little bit with its tentacles going everywhere. It's like... Try and hit you. God damn.
That hits.
You know, it's funny if I wasn't drunk, I'd be more effective in this combat scenario.
Oh no.
Alright.
Please, for the love of God, don't kill this party. Okay.
That's a miss.
Cool, you're not going to be losing any health.
Acorn?
It's your turn. Eris, it's your turn.
Okay. Sorry, I was just thinking. So I'm gonna start with the healings. I think we'll just do another mass healing word for
Good.
everyone.
Yeah, that'll help Art real good.
7.
Will it increase my max HP pool?
What's your max
Nope.
HP pool at?
3!
Ah!
3!
You're already at full
Because I
health.
kept getting constantly hit. I am at already full health.
Oh no, I'm so sorry.
And then, as my action, I'm gonna use my channel divinity.
Nice.
A fly can kill me at this point.
There's that. So it's everything within 30 feet, and all of these are,
Okay, they all have to make wisdom saves.
yeah.
Please don't be smart.
We'll just have to see.
Wise or wise.
So, just so you have it, DC 15.
All right. Lucky for
Doesn't matter.
you. First one has a 0.
Dang. And, it's, and at this level, it's,
Unnatural 0.
less than, or 1/2 or lower CR is, destroyed.
Unfortunately,
I don't think these are half CR.
Unfortunately for you guys, these are CR2.
Damn it!
So they can only run away as a reaction, I assume.
Okay,
Yup.
so
They're running.
Okay.
this one right here is. Let's see if there's a good one for turned. Oh, wait, here we go. That one's turned.
Nice.
He panicking.
Second one.
I'm crossing all my fingers.
Cross your toes, too.
I don't know how to do that. Fuck!
So the one in art with art is not turned.
Ooh.
He just barely passed. I'm upset.
Last one. Let's see what happens. Hey.
Alright, good. The only one that's bullying me is still fine. That's good to know.
But hey, it's your turn.
Great! Because I'm going to take a swing at him with my scimitar.
Okay.
With disadvantage, that's a 14.
It hits still.
Yes! Finally! I'm doing 7 damage to it.
Okay.
With my bonus action, I'm going to... Oh wait, no, that's a 9 because I'm raging. Plus 2 with the rage.
Ooh, nice.
I almost forgot about that. Hopefully I've remembered.
It's
And-
looking super duper hurt. One more attack will kill it.
Alright, with my... well, that's just great.
You hate to see it. Well,
However-
roll nuclear.
No, I'm going to use Action Surge for one more additional attack.
Oh,
Good.
With a 12.
No.
Damn it! That was unfortunately the best I was hoping for.
Okay, so here's how it played out. You hit it once. It's like, oh shit, yeah, I'm awesome. But then you get over cocky by using your action surge and then just swing wide.
Yeah, that the thought I was doing good, and he swung 2 more times, trying to hit the sting and missed completely. So we're there like, well, this is looking bad.
Vlad, it's your turn.
I'm gonna go ahead and Vlad definitely looks like needs help, right?
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely, he's barely standing at this point. The only thing keeping him up is his literally too stubborn to die attitude.
Okay, I guess I'm gonna ignore the creature I hexed, and I'm going to make the attack towards Art's creature.
Alright.
But I'm going to cast Vicious Mockery. So to the shadowy creature, I'm just gonna tell it, go back to the drunken dwarf from which you came from. Go back to being vomit.
Good. And you're hitting the one at art?
Yeah, so that's gonna be 2 damage for a DC 14.
Let's.
Wisdom saving throw. They are bad at it.
Wisdom saving throw.
They are very bad at it.
I rolled 2 ones. Oh my god.
Hey, he takes 2 psychic.
Alright, and he has disadvantage on his next attack roll.
Oh, thank God.
Alrighty.
I can live.
Literally, if you breathe on him, he is dead.
Yeah.
And
Arg is dead.
I'm going to use my bonus action to regain a spell slot using my sorcery points.
Cool.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
Sorlock, nice.
Yeah.
Anything more than 6 damage would outright kill me. Oh, no.
Kale, it's your turn.
Just
It's the
realized
old.
that.
It's the old 1-2.
We have. Oh, we don't have. Oh, you don't have a Vivify.
Nope.
That's an 8 points of slashing.
That hits.
Wrong. We have Revivify.
And it's
We
another
do?
We
8
do.
points.
Oh wait, you do? Okay.
And a bonus action, unarmed attack. That is a crit. Oh my god.
Okay. How do you want to do this?
So it's just gonna be like, Kale's been doing kicks this whole time to like complement it, but his last unarmed attack is just gonna be one single punch right through it. It poofs.
Yeah, you just do like a big 2-handed slash with a long sword, and then spin around and like roundhouse kick it to the head, and then punch it with an uppercut straight through its head, and it goes poof.
Yeah.
That's your turn.
Yeah.
And-
Well, now I can move.
yeah, you can move.
Kale's gonna yeet himself all the way here.
Nice. Hey, Art. Guess what?
Yeah.
It's its turn.
I'm not ready for this.
I can't watch.
I can.
I'm not. I'm not looking at my screen. As
Art is good
advantage-
as.
That one doesn't hit.
Oh! I'm going to use my
Remember,
reaction.
Uh huh.
I'm going to use my reaction to use Repulse, one of my Battlemaster maneuvers.
All right. Do it.
Now I have to I just have to make an attack on it with disadvantage. Please. 18!
You
Yes!
hit. How do you want to do
Alright.
it?
And it's going. I don't have to roll damage or anything?
It had 1 hit point. Anything you were going to do was going to kill it.
Okay. So,
Thank the gods.
in a last-ditch effort, knowing that if I get hit by this one thing, Art is just going to immediately swing with all his might and like an uppercut motion with the blade, and just go straight from like bottom of its gut up to its skull in one violent motion.
Okay, so you just with the anger in your eyes of not wanting to die against this thing, you just bring in a brutal upslash through its body, even through its tentacle arm it was trying to use against you, and then just splits it in half, and those 2 halves just go poof. Dead.
And after that, as just a free action, he's going to do a primal scream.
And then fall on the floor.
And then collapse out of exhaustion.
Nice. Okay, Vathel, it's your turn.
Okay, Vatha will move next to the lovely Genasi.
Yes.
The
Oh,
Genasi-
he missed Nate missed
Yeah,
the
you can
description.
explain
Should
me
we?
who. You can do that after the session.
Okay.
Okay, so I'll move up to our lovely Genasi cleric, and I will use my bonus action, use Planar Warrior on this dude,
Mhm.
and I'll hit it with a short sword.
Nice.
And I need to turn my AC on after that motion.
14 hits.
14 hits.
That's 12 force damage.
Alright. It's looking mighty hurt.
And then I'm gonna hit it again with my short sword.
That hits.
Oh, ignore the planar warrior, so 6 piercing damage.
Okay. Have the 3. Still looking hurt. That's your
Okay,
turn.
and
Okay. It's its turn. No, it has to run because it's turned. No, it's not anymore because it got hit.
Nope.
yeah,
So yeah. That goes.
who's it gonna hit?
Just turns around, aims for me.
No. No, they're stupid, but they're not that stupid. Or they're that smart.
Alright.
It's gonna go
Good.
after Vatho because it.
I can take it.
Yeah, you hit it last.
Good, because I used up my only reaction this turn. I am so glad I have repulse.
That hits.
Ooh.
You need to stop these rolls.
I'm sorry, I can't do anything about it. It's roll 20.
You know, maybe we should stop using like the built-in rolls and just start rolling with like slash roll.
Yeah, that would probably be a good idea for next time.
Just based on your luck so far.
Take
So-
6 damage.
And then second one.
I swear to God, if this does anything. Some bullshit. Fuck me, I guess that hits too. So my hit point maximum goes. Oh wait, I have to take a con save. That's right.
Yeah, you have to make a con save.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. With 10 health. Eyes are closed.
Hmm. You don't pass.
I don't pass.
No, you don't.
Oh, okay, that's fine. So how much my hit point reduced to by 11?
It's reduced by 17.
Really? I thought it was only for like that one attack.
No, it's for both. If both hits
Oh.
and you fail a con save, you reduce your max by both damage.
Okay. Current max hit point is. You said 17?
Good thing you got your cleric. Up
16.
next.
Eric, do something.
Cleric doing things.
Cleric, go smash.
Cleric goes smash. Honestly, relatable.
Also, I
Well,
apologize in advance because I've been forgetting my Wrath of Storm, which I get to use as a reaction.
Yeah, it's
So
understandable.
next,
Yeah.
I just completely forgot because I was like, I swear I have a reaction of, for something, and that was it.
Yeah.
But you know, when his turn gets there, if he's still standing, if he comes at me, I'll use it.
Yeah.
So we're gonna go ahead and pull out my warhammer, and I'm gonna swing at it.
Nice.
I need to get a new token for Voth. I don't like this one.
Oof, that's a miss.
Yeah, that's a miss.
You named it Thunderbird?
Yup, that's my hammer.
It's amazing. I need to name my scimitars.
Weapon names are the best. And then
Yeah.
I'm gonna cast and then I'm gonna use Healing Word as a bonus action on, or no, if I'm just gonna use it, oh wait, no, Healing Word on Art.
Art has already had his max, I think.
I am already at my max.
Oh shoot.
There.
Is it okay if I just directed it myself then?
Yeah.
Go for it.
You You direct it towards him. It's like, oh yeah, he's looking pretty bad already. I'll do it on me. Okay.
Save yourself.
And
You just,
remind
like,
me
call-
again, I think I only took, there was only the one time I got my HP max down, or was there a second one?
I think it
You
was just
only
one.
you only got one.
Okay.
Gotta
All
love
right.
life during kids.
Then that's
Mhm.
my turn.
All right.
Back up to art, huh?
Yep.
This may be stupid, but he doesn't care. He's gonna go up right beside it, and a blind fury take a swing. 8.
Does not hit.
Bonus action. 16.
Oh,
Hits.
8.
How do you want to do it?
Hell yeah.
It's just gonna be just swing as soon as it moves out of the way. Like he's gonna swing with the left arm to make it move to the right, and he's gonna catch it with his right scimitar just straight through the body.
Nice. So you do like this fabulous thing. It's like hua, hua, hua. Just like
Yeah.
slash at it again and goes. Combat over, guys.
Huh.
Once again, primal like battle cry, and he immediately falls backwards, just in pain as the adrenaline wears off and his rage ends. Just, ow, my everything hurts.
You see, as like the two waitresses that were still there, like hiding behind the counter, they like peek up. It's like, are they gone?
I'd hope so.
Okay.
You see Vothel just like take a deep breath and just be like, just starts like screaming like, "Take that, Galir! I told you I was ready."
Yeah, you tell him, buddy.
And then he not collapses, but just wobbles back into the bar stool and just goes.
Well, the waitresses come out from like behind the counter, just like look at all y'all. It's like, well, we could reward you for that valiant fight, but we don't have much to offer. How about free rooms for the evening?
Can I get feeling in my legs again?
You can just rest it
Scary.
off.
You know, you sound like my old. You sound like my dad. I think I'll do that.
So you're taking
That's-
free rooms.
Yep,
Yep,
he's
I'll
gonna
take
rest
free-
where he is. He's a simple guy, plus he can't move.
Vathel will ask, where do you guys know what plane we're on? I know that's a weird question to ask, but
Some
I
made one.
and where?
I think it's called material. Just a material plane.
Oh, okay. We're on a material plane. Okay, good.
Oh,
With undead tend to come into all kinds of places. I wanted to make sure I was in the one I wanted to be. And then he walks over to his room and just kind of like chills by himself because he doesn't know these people yet.
Yeah, so you go up to your
He's a little
room.
bit of a shy boy.
Yeah. So the like barkeep, the waitress like gives you a key to a room. You go up to that one. I think Vlad was the one who already paid for a room.
Kale did.
Kale did, yeah. So basically, there are 4 more keys that the waitresses have, and they go around and like give you everyone a room key, free for the evening, of course.
Yeah, one of them comes up to me. I'm just over there, like, yeah, just place it on my chest. I'll get to it in a minute.
Okay. Places on your chest and
I just need. I need to get feeling back in my body real quick.
All right. So, do you guys do anything else? Do you just rest for the evening?
Art is just totally fine and resting wherever he is lying at the current moment. If no one is going to help him up because he's not going to ask for it.
Yeah, I couldn't help you if I wanted to. I have a -1 strength.
Yeah,
Oh.
same.
I'll go ahead and try to help up. Well, I've talked to this beating man before. I'll go up next to him, try to help him up. It's like, you okay, sir?
Oh yeah, I'm fine. Just have no feeling in my arms, or my legs, or my ears. Hey, just my whole body actually.
Need some help?
Is my bear meat okay?
Look over to the bear meat. Is it okay?
Oddly enough, it's fine. Like, they didn't even care about it at all, though it is knocked over on the ground from the commotion.
Are you okay with some ground bear?
Wouldn't be the first time I ate off the ground.
Then you'll be fine.
Alright.
Oh, I will come back down, and I will... What time is it in the day?
It's about, like, at this moment, it's like just getting into the evening.
Would there still be shops open?
Yes, it is, as it is light outside, but it's getting close to getting dark, so there would be shops still open, but not for long.
Okay, I will come back down and I'll ask the barmaiden. Quick question. Do you know where one can buy some arrows in town?
Oh, yes, that would be at... She, like, racks her mind for a second. Yeah. Oh, no.
She's checking her notes.
Yeah. It's like,
And like a filing cabinet up there, There we go.
Yes, that would be closer. Here. Come on. I should have prepared more for this, but I didn't. Whatever. That will be like towards the north end of town. It's just like a
Perfect.
few blocks from here, dear.
Perfect, and you see him immediately just bolt out to go pick up some arrows because he is kind of running low.
Mm-hmm.
Which one of you ran out? I can't physically move my head.
Oh, he will stop by and be like, oh, you seem pretty injured, and
Help me
Yeah.
get him up?
The loss of feeling of everything in your body tends to do that to you.
Whoops.
Oh, the store will be open tomorrow, and I will help him out with lifting him.
All right. So you
I
guys.
know, I'm fine. But you just. Oh. No, go ahead.
So
Yeah.
I guess I'll give you the help action.
Yeah.
Alrighty. So,
So-
should I make a strength check?
Yeah. Like,
Would that
are
be
you
with
helping them in
bandage?
any way?
I guess he's getting he's getting most of it, and I'm kind of getting whatever's left over. Not like it's not like he's some goo on the ground,
Yeah.
but whatever weight's left over on him, I'll try to my best, even though I'm not that strong.
Yeah. Both of you make strength checks with mainly Vlad with advantage, but Vathel with normal.
Okay. Oh,
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 how the turns have tabled.
hold on. I'm gonna give myself Oh, actually, I should have done this before, but I can give myself a D4 with what is it? Guidance.
yeah, guidance. It,
I also
So can I go ahead and do that? Go ahead and tap myself on the shoulder, give myself some guidance.
You need
yeah.
to.
I mean, you don't need to, but if you want to.
Alright. Nah,
It's a
since I don't need
cantrip.
to, I'll be fine.
Okay.
Actually, you're right. Cantrip.
Yeah, so Vathel, you had his Art's legs. You just lift him up like it's nothing, surprisingly, seeing how you're not that strong anyway. It's like, oh.
Wow, all your weight must be in your upper body.
Yeah, but Vlad, you're just clearly struggling. It's like, too heavy.
So his head's below his legs.
Yes.
I'm gonna try my best to carry him up the stairs
Yeah,
with
well,
our friend here's help.
yeah, well,
I am perfectly fine with the floor.
Eris, you going to help at all with this, or are you just going to watch it happen?
I'm kind of sitting there bewildered. I look like I'm in thought. I look like I'm in deep thought. I'm thinking about something, and as soon as they get him up the stairs, I figure it out, and so I'll just wait for them to come down the stairs. So I'll be waiting right at the end of the stairs.
Okay.
Anyone grab my weapons? Somebody grab my weapons. I dropped them.
I will come back down and grab your weapons.
All right, just put me on the floor in the room, I guess.
We put them on the bed instead.
yeah.
This feels uncomfortable.
Yeah, Art, this is
If you really
a
want
very
the floor, you
nice
can roll
bed,
off.
but you've never known beds really this good before. So you're like questioning it.
This is very uncomfortable. I don't sleep in beds. Art has never slept in a bed. It's always been bedrolls.
You could try and flop onto the floor if you want.
Sure. How would that work? What role would I have to do for
Would he take
that?
falling damage?
Oh no, it's not more than 5 feet, so he's fine.
I would hope not. I would hope.
Just dies.
Just make another strength check to just throw yourself onto the floor.
All right. It's a standard strength check at 15.
Yeah, you do it. You just like roll across the bed and just hit the floor with a heavy thump.
Face first and just. Oh yes, this will do.
And just conks out.
Yeah, he's asleep at this point. Just.
Okay,
Evan.
so Vlad, you go back downstairs.
Yeah, on the way I try to talk to Beth. Will he be walking down next to me?
Yes. Probably, because I said I would go get his weapons.
So, I saw that your proficiency with bow.
Yes, there's reasons why I'm good with a bow.
Well, plenty, but also pretty strange that you would talk about which plane we're on.
Oh. I feel like this is a discussion for tomorrow. Do you guys... Hold on, this is like out of character. What happened? Where did we wake up? Where did I wake up?
You woke up in the Feywild with your
Okay.
mentor.
Yes, when I woke up, I was in the Feywild, and I don't quite remember how I got to the material plane, actually.
Well, that's a long way from here.
Not if you know the right places.
Yeah, you remember going through like some special part of the Feywild to get here, but you don't remember which way.
I would like to return eventually back to my home. Well, not home, but my
To where
current
you were.
living. To where I was, yes. It wouldn't be that. It shouldn't be that hard. We just need to. I just need to find a portal.
I don't know about you, but in my lifetime, I've never found a single portal.
I like to use detect portal.
Okay.
Just see if there's a portal within 1 mile away from me.
Okay. So you your radar immediately pings to the forest that's to like the east of this town. Just right away, there's a portal, like at least a good 500, like a good few hundred feet away.
Follow me. And I will. And before, but I will talk to Eris real quick because I remember she did want to say something to us.
Oh no, I'm stopping you guys right as you come down the stairs.
Oh, okay, yes. So Eris stops. Is like, oh,
Yeah, so like the conversation happened on the way down from the stairs.
okay, that's what's happening. Okay,
Yeah.
I will go. Oh, the Genasi cleric, and I give her a bow because I've never talked to girls that many times.
Oh, how polite. Thank you. So, and I turn my attention towards Vlad. It's like, so you're the one with the shadows, right?
Yes.
Are you the one who put them in my dream?
Oh,
You must be the one who summoned me here, right? You're the one who's using all this shadow magic.
you're right on one front. I do use shadow magic, but no, in fact, I saw the same dream. So I'm not the one who summoned you. Did anybody else get that dream? I feel like if you also caught it, I can't be the only one.
I'm
You're
assuming
not-
I didn't get that dream.
So you also got it?
Did I get that dream?
Yeah, you did.
Hmm.
And I heard Kale said that he did, right?
Interesting.
And
What
all
about
of you the fight?
Yes, it seems that you guys can hold yourselves together.
I don't think this is a coincidence then. But to answer your question, my blue friend, I'm afraid I don't know who summoned us and who did that dream. It wasn't me.
Hmm. Wait, does that mean the guy who knocked out? Did he get it too?
I wouldn't be surprised.
We can ask him tomorrow. It would be wise to let him rest. He did take a brunt of the damage that was dealt today.
Just like upstairs, you just hear Art snoring loudly through the walls.
It has been a day.
Oh,
Actually, the worst day of his life.
Miss Cleric,
Eris.
Miss Eris, may I, do you want to come along to see something?
Depends on what it is.
Is
Oh,
it the same
trust me.
thing you're showing me?
I nod.
Should be
I would-
wonderful then.
I have a 10 charisma, guys. I'm trying to keep the character. I'm not that great with people.
That's
And,
fine. That's why we have the noble man here.
I will look to Kale, and I will say, excuse me, sir.
Yes.
Would you two like to come on a quick expedition, real quick?
I don't see why not.
Okay. I will lead them through the forest.
Oh, Nanda, are you going with them too?
Yep.
All right,
Yeah.
so Art is just crashed out in his room while you four.
You guys just have your adventure. I'm gonna be chilling in my room, taking a nap in my face down on the floor.
Okay. So, you guys gather up your stuff, feeling a little tired from that fight, but you're up for one more thing. As Vathel leads you through the forest, seemingly like he's been here before, even though he said he's from the Feywild. He just like dives and dodges through the like forest and everything, showing you places that you should step, where not to step, stuff like that. And you all
Mm-hmm.
end up here. So,
How long does it take for us to get here, by the way?
a good, like, I don't know, 15 or so minutes.
Okay.
Uh, yeah, I have to drag y'all's things. Here. Here.
Sorry, Ari. If you were like up to snuff, I would have brought you along too. But you're close
Yeah.
to dead, buddy.
Yeah, you're close
Yeah,
to
no,
death.
I accept this. This is fine.
Okay. So you guys.
I just got the shit in the stick on that fight.
Yeah, you did. So you come across
tell me
this,
this was
this like a abandoned area with like a fountain in the middle, but there's no water going, but there is still a pool of water. And there's like an ancient stone tablets here and there. There are pillars, but not like the one that you saw in your dreams.
Will I? And I'll be like, here we are.
Where's here?
Oh, fountain?
Not just a fountain. And I will. Is there a way I can show that this is a portal without actually having to go through it?
Um,
Because I don't want to get lost by myself anywhere.
yeah. Well, first you have to like roll a perception check for me.
Yeah. I'm good at those.
Good.
I would hope.
Ah,
Oh
there's a
no.
+6 to that.
Well, you do like look around. You see the stuff that I just basically described, like pillars, not the same pillars. Some stone tablets here and there. Some foliage, some vines overgrowing all over the place. But you do see at the corner of your eye, you turn towards the fountain, and there's like a faint, like little cloud of like planar energy just like swirling there, like a mist of clouds combined with like bits of leaves that I picked up, a bit of moss and stuff like that, like right in the center of the fountain here.
I walk towards the fountain, but not in it. So, and I'll be like, here. And I'll point to the fountain and be like, here. If we were to if we were to jump into this fountain right now, it would take us to, well, not really sure. Portals are tricky.
And as you do, Builder, if you guys want to do anything, now's the time to do it or say it.
Oh God.
Oh jeez.
Thank God Art's not here.
So
Thank God.
um, if we were to simply walk through it, we would be somewhere else.
You be somewhere else. I will. Also, I will walk. I will walk towards my. Can I walk towards my party again instead? As I say, as I point out the portal.
Yeah,
And
Just
like,
yeah,
okay.
you can do
Examine its
that.
beauty.
Yeah. So I'm gonna move here and be like, yeah. You see, well, I'm not really necessarily supposed to tell you. It's kind of like one of those behind the curtain deals, but I'm the protector of the multiverse.
Uh, it's nice to meet someone. Uh, so powerful, especially in so early on in my journey. Protector of the multiverse, you say?
It's kind of in training still. I'm still learning my abilities as I come along. I was chosen by. I was chosen by. I forgot my backstory. I was chosen by the Fae to be the next Horizon Walker, which entails that I go between planes in order.
Walk between planes. That sounds like just a person.
Well, I raise my hand like very sternly, like, outright, like very awkwardly, and like, my name is Vothel Plaingazer.
You like reach it out a bit too high and then like adjust it in a quick second to like match his, like where his hand is really.
Oh wait, and you are? I didn't quite catch your name. Sorcerer?
Well,
What?
so both. I am also chosen, but not. I'm gonna humble myself but a bit here. Usually, I am the biggest in the room, but you, playing the set is a whole nother deal. But I am Fulheim. I am a noble of this land, and for Shadow Sorcerer, as I have a deal going on with the.
Interesting.
And you two, I want to know their names. Oh, Art is the one passed out, but what about you two?
I'm Kale. Trap the world.
Nice to meet you.
Oh wait,
And I'm Eris, uh, cleric of Graltuna, and I'm currently looking for someone.
Hmm.
A friend of mine went MIA about 5 months ago.
Wherever they are, I'm sure you'll find them. I, I like, I, bull.
Well, it's reassuring now that you're here because he was
Oh. Well, if it's a matter of displaced persons, that is within my jurisdiction to help. There's some people of all kinds fall into portals, and that is in the job description to make sure that entities don't end in wrong. I heard a laugh. I'm terrified. That was a DM laugh.
No, it was a
Okay.
player laugh.
Oh, thank God, I
You
was scared.
don't know. It could have just not picked up on my mic.
Well, yeah, true.
I was laughing on the inside.
Okay.
But yes,
I'm just glad I'm not here. This conversation went away a whole different.
Okay.
like I'm Art. I'm here to fuck shit up.
Okay. So, as you guys are like conversing and everything, you, Bethel, you hear like a certain sparking noise coming from the fountain,
hmm
and you know that this is when a portal is like starting to open.
Hmm.
And it's not like the one that you previously assessed, like going into the water and then the portal opens or you go through it. This is a new portal.
Oh.
Like the one you sensed before had like gone out, but this one's a new one.
Hmm.
You
I
see
believe
it,
it would be time to hide. I sense something happening. I think we should hide.
okay, you guys
Okay.
want to try and hide?
And I will
Oh.
cast Pass Without Trace on us.
Oh,
All
thank
right.
God.
All right. Everyone,
Heavy
Good call.
armor over here.
yeah. Everyone roll a stealth check for me if you please.
Plus
Let
10.
me just turn on disadvantage.
You still get plus 10 regardless, so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a big roll.
So that's going to be 17 from me.
Okay. Thank you.
25.
Okay.
Vlad is the most stealthy out of everybody.
Yeah, that's how it be.
I mean, shadow plus shadow.
Hey, get that double shadow going on, you know?
He was
Yeah.
born in the shadows, molded by it.
I never thought taking. Honestly, I was so scared about taking Pass Without Trace, and now I'm.
Yeah, you're happy about that, aren't you?
Oh, so happy.
Okay, so you guys hide.
I want to know who I was till I put on the cape.
And now, do.
That's my second. That's my last second level spell slot, by the way.
It's fine. Hopefully, you don't have to continue combat.
I
Hopefully.
really hope we don't. Hopefully, we'll run, right? That's what we're gonna do, right? I don't think we can handle another fight.
We'll just see about that real quick. Don't you?
I am so glad Art's not here.
Don't
I'm
you
so-
worry. You see, not that. You see, as like a hatch sort of portal just opens, like so. Well, more like
Oh,
like this, and you see just roll 20. I don't know how to operate you. You see, as just like a black box just appears right around there as it like jumps out of the portal itself, and then the portal closes behind it, and now you just have a black chest sort of box at the on the steps of the fountain.
Okay. Can I roll Arcana to see if I know anything about this box?
Yes. Go
can I
ahead.
aid him with that?
Sure.
I do have proficiency with Arcana.
Nice.
Yeah. So take the help action on that.
Yeah.
20.
Oh boy. You know that the box itself is not magical, but there are items in there. There are things in there that are magical. You can see like magical energy radiating from the seams of the box itself.
It's the briefcase from Pulp Fiction.
Do I know that the box is safe? Do I know if the box is safe or not?
Yeah, the box itself is not trapped or magically enchanted in any way.
Okay,
Come
I
on,
will approach the box
you
and
speaking.
I will approach the box slowly. So,
It looks safe enough.
eh. I've been traumatized too many times by boxes.
Oh, hold up. Would you like me to open it by distance?
Oh, yes. You have Mage Hand? I'm assuming.
Precisely. And I'm going to cast Mage Hand again with the theme of shadows. From within the shadow of that little box will spring a little hand, and it will go ahead and try to look for but a hatch that I can open.
Just like a little shadow hand just like pops out from the top of like the shadow of the box. It just wiggles its fingers like looking all over the box. It's like
Yeah.
it's like and then it like shifts towards the like back of the box, and then you just hear like tap on something metallic. Like there's a lock there.
Try to pull on it. Does it open in any way?
No.
It looks like it's locked.
Okay, I will approach the box slowly.
Mm-hmm.
Eh? Eh? I will pick up the box.
Roll it. No. Yes. Roll a strength check for me to lift
Oh,
it.
it's a big. Oh yeah, it's the big box. Okay,
Yeah.
-1 of these. Let's do it, boys.
Hell yeah. Oh,
Why am I doing so good?
Oh my
What the
God.
fuck?
Once
Secretly
again,
strong.
once again, you doubt yourselves. Like, no way I can pick up this box, and you just pick it up like a cardboard box full of nothing.
This is why I lift with your legs, kids.
technique.
Technique.
The ancient technique of the plane walker or horizon walker.
It's just squats.
No one knows the secret
I
technique.
do hella
Squatting.
squats, guys. That's why I'm so dexterous.
You got thick thighs for
Nice.
days, man.
Got the calf of a god.
Okay, I will carry this box back to our. I think it's time we should head back to the inn. We should probably tell our fighter friend with the sword man, about what we discovered.
Is the portal still here?
Nope.
What about the other essence of the other portal?
Gone too.
Or was that the one?
To you, that was the portal. But to Vathel, two portals have opened and closed.
Interesting. There was another one here. I wonder what happened with that one. And as he contemplates that, he starts to walk off with the box towards town.
And you guys follow him?
Yep.
Alright, so you guys get back to the tavern. You like discuss on what to do with the box. Probably just like open it or something with everyone there.
I mean, yes, we can. We can open this in the morning, or I believe our sword friend is rather strong. Maybe he can just bust the lock open if he has the energy to.
Do we hear snoring from upstairs?
Nice.
Oh man, that's just.
Oh, that hurt my throat.
The audio effects in Roll20 are great.
Oh,
So
Okay,
yeah,
then
now
I
you,
believe maybe we should just wait till the morning. Let him rest.
okay. So you guys all
Unless you
retire.
guys want to do something else.
I mean, at this point, whenever you get back, it's nighttime. It's sleepy time.
Oh yeah, it's nighttime. It's
Yeah.
sleepy time. Okay.
I am
Same time
already
it
way
is.
ahead of you.
I guess who's gonna hold on to the box?
Would you like to hold on to it? Vathel, so would you pronounce your name?
Yeah, it's Vathel. Or yeah,
Vathel.
Vathel. My bad. I forgot to say my own name for a second. Vathel. There we go. Yes, I guess if you guys trust me, I will hold on to it
You
for the
can
night.
go ahead and hold on to it since this. I don't think any of us are prepared for what might be in there. It does come from another plane of existence.
Hmm. True. But I believe this is a non-hostile thing. I believe once we open it, we'll actually be treated in a way. Not
It's
all.
rather suspect, though.
We will see.
Better to be safe than sorry.
I give him a thumbs up to that.
Okay, so you guys retire for the night. Eris has her thing of taking off all of her armor, then sleeping. As it'll be very uncomfortable for her.
Yeah.
Unless she sleeps in her armor, then go at it.
No. Normally
Okay,
Thank.
Art, I need you to roll a con save for me, real quick.
A con save.
Yes.
Oh,
Hey.
alright.
Oh.
I'll tell you what that does next session.
Damn it!
Motherfucker.
But I will
I was
say
really-
this. I will say this.
Me on a cliffhanger.
Yep. As you guys go to bed and you each drift off in the dreams, your dreams are connected again to the same place as the previous dream was, except there's no shadow monster this time. It's the box you guys picked up, with Art not knowing what this box is. It opens, there's heavenly light coming from it, and then out springs out your magic items that I picked up for y'all.
Ooh.
Great.
This is weird for Valthal because he's an elf, so they don't really dream that often.
Yep.